John Woods, Head of Fixed Income Group and Senior Portfolio Manager with Citi Investment Management. John, always a delight to have you back on ET Now. Thank you for joining us. John, after a gap of many weeks or many months, if I may say so, Asian markets are outperforming developed markets and EMs are doing much better than DMs.
That's absolutely right. What we have been seeing is, particularly in Europe, markets getting a little bit worried about the issue of Ukraine, and B, the potential impact of sanctions going forward on Russia. So we have seen quite a pronounced underperformance in Europe and a flattish performance in the United States. This has led to I guess a refocus on emerging markets. I just looked at the data this morning published, which showed outflows from the EM shrinking to a very modest 12 million US dollars last week. That suggests that the allocation that we've seen from EM to DM seems to be diminishing, and I guess there's a slightly greater degree of positive sentiment developing now towards the EM space as a function of the repricing that we've seen over the past 2 or 3 quarters.
John, Indian markets have got about $2.5 billion of fresh FI allocation only in the month of March. What's going on?
Well, I think investors are looking at the current account diminishing, or the current account deficit diminishing. They're looking at stability and modest appreciation in the currency. They're beginning to take the view that the adjustment that was necessary has been perhaps a little faster and a bit more positive than expected, hence the inflows. I think people are looking a little more positively now towards the outcome of the election. But I think the long-term and medium-term outlook for the market really does depend on whether structural reforms can be seen to be implemented after the election. So I agree there's certainly a relief rally in this particular market, but whether it's sustainable or whether it can gain traction, I think certainly depends on the type of reforms and policies implemented after the election.
John, what's your sense about the Ukraine issue? Is it still being looked at as a big risk when it comes to the economies of the world?
Of itself, it's a modest